India versus Pakistan games are more often than not looked forward to a lot nowadays due to the simple fact that they don't really happen that often. In fact, ever since political tensions between the two nations have soured, well, they only end up playing each other in world tournaments. So whether that be an Asia Cup or it be in an ICC event, that's the only time you'll ever see India-Pakistan games. They don't play bilaterals, which means that their games just have that much more anticipation when they happen. So naturally, with the next ICC event that will be coming up, that is of course the Champions Trophy in 2025 set to be hosted in Pakistan, at least for the time being, well, there was plenty of interest to know how exactly it is the ICC would fit in a game between India versus Pakistan, because in recent times it just has become the norm to group them together to get at least one game out of this particular big money match. And we now know as well when exactly that match will take place. According to credible media reports, that match is going to take place. It is going to take place on March 1st, 2025. Now, the tournament, of course, is set to run for about 15 games is what will be played, and this match will come later in the latter stages of the tournament. But it is worth noting that whilst the schedule has been put out or sent for approval to the ICC, it's still not quite gotten the approval from the BCCI, and we'll get to why that may be the case in just a bit. There's also the fact that, well, obviously Pakistan will have had to go the extra mile for accommodating India, because of course political tensions mean it can be a little tough to accommodate a nation with whom you have, let's say, bad political relations. So there are a few caveats when it comes to, let's say, how it is they've worked around the logistical issues of hosting India. It's worth noting that the group in which India have been placed in features Pakistan, Bangladesh and New Zealand. So in theory, should guarantee easy access, at least for India, but the other thing will most likely be contested between Pakistan and New Zealand, the other spot. Now, the one thing that's very interesting is that all of India's games will be taking place in Lahore, and this includes the semi-final. The reason, as we said, logistical challenges that will potentially be taking place for this particular match, and it's very noteworthy due to one very simple fact. Lahore is not one of the designated hosts for the semi-finals. The semi-finals are set to be held in Karachi and Rawalpindi, the other two host cities. But if India make it to the semis, then they will play that game in Lahore as well, along with, of course, the final should they make it, which is slated to be held in Lahore. Of course, through all of this, there is one big elephant in the room that we've avoided. Will India travel to Pakistan? We don't know that yet. We don't quite know what exactly the stance will be from the Indian government, and will they get that allowance or not. I know people have said that yes, the Davis Cup tennis team travel, but that was also because the International Tennis Federation told the tennis team that you either travel or you don't get the points. The ICC doesn't take such a hardball approach when it comes to teams, and more often than not doesn't intervene for political reasons. So could very well be a case that all of this planning is for naught. But if it isn't, imagine watching India versus Pakistan in Pakistan on March 1st. Should be something very, very interesting, but that's just how I feel. What do you guys think? You can let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap the bell icon, follow us also on social media. We're on Instagram, X and Facebook. Don't forget to download the Sportstech app, and if you're already on the channel, go ahead, check out some other videos we've done as well. For now though, from my side, it is goodbye.